Okay, Amazing Huskies, we made it to problem number 4. This test will only have 4 problems, but problem number 4, there's a lot of thinking going on. So let's take step by step. First, let's read what it says. Error analysis. Jerry solved -20 plus -4 incorrectly. An error analysis is when somebody makes a mistake, and then you're going to look at the mistake, go to look for it, and then you're going to tell me what the mistake is in step A, and then in step B, you're going to show how to do the problem correctly. So here's Jerry's work, okay? Here's the original problem, -20. And he highlighted that in red, which is good. And then we have our -4, but he highlighted that in yellow. And look, I see a giant plus. A giant plus is only used when we have a double negative. If we look here, we have a plus and a negative. So what Jerry did incorrectly, what he did wrong, is that he used a giant plus when he didn't have to, okay? So if he would have left it alone and that would have been highlighted in red, okay, he would have to add instead of subtract. So that would have been a -24. So that's what I see so far. So let's explain the mistake. Okay, Huskies, I stopped the video so I can type in my answer. And I'm going to be honest with you, it took me about a minute or two to really fix what I wanted to say. So let me read it to you. First, Jerry used a giant plus when he did not have a double negative. So right here, see how that's a plus and he's a double negative. Second, he highlighted the integers incorrectly. So because he did that, this is a different color. Lastly, he subtracted the integers instead of adding them. So because he highlighted them wrong, he did the wrong operation. So now that is step A. It has a lot of detail. Make sure you give me lots of details. I don't want an answer with 1 or 2 words. Make complete sentences, okay? Okay, so B, show how to solve the problem correctly. So we look at, this is the original problem, and here are our tools. We do not want the giant plus because we don't have a double negative. So the next thing we're going to do is highlight our integers. So that's -20, and that's in red. And then -4, and that's also in red. Okay, so we want the integer rule. So the way I'm going to do this one is I have a red negative number, and then have another negative number, and I can't make 0 pairs because there's no yellow, there's no positives. So when I have red and red, I make a giant red, a big red, okay? There's more negative numbers. So I'm adding them, I'm putting them together. So the key word here is to add, okay? So I'm gonna put the word here, add, and okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add. I need to also use my table because I need to show Jerry how to do this. So I'm going to put the one with the most tiles, -20, and then -4. And again, highlight your integers. And the right color, negative numbers are red. And here's -20. And again, remember that we said we're going to add because they're the same terms. So that's going to be -24. And we're going to highlight our final answer, and that's -24. So Jerry used the wrong tools, right? So you have to be careful with your steps. You got to know your steps to avoid those mistakes. And so this problem takes a while because you have to really look at what mistakes did that person make and how you're going to teach that person to do it correctly. So you're identifying the mistake, explain it. This is a check for that you're doing, explain it correctly, and then you actually show all the work for that. So this is going to be test 3, and please study and be ready and take your time. You got this, Huskies, you got this.